presentation. Let me introduce our team. My name is Alvarita Akhiratu Fitri with the last three-digit name 118, and
My name is Widartisna Dewi. With my last digit name is 098.
My name is Pravina Ramayani with my last name 152.
And my name is Tanya Ramawinata with last name digit is 007.
Okay, so the first category of colloid classification is aerosol. Aerosol, when solid particles are sprayed through a gas, the mixture is called a solid aerosol. Example is smoke, dust, and etc. When liquid particles are sprayed through a gas, the mixture is called a liquid aerosol. Example is fog, cloud, etc. And second is foam. When gas is sprayed throughout solid particle, the mixture is called a solid foam. Example, lava, biscuit. When gas is sprayed throughout liquid particles, the mixture is called a liquid foam. Example is soft foam, whipped cream, etc. The second is emulsion. A liquid discharged in a solid is called a solid emulsion. This example is prawn, jelly, and offal. And the second is a liquid dispersed in another liquid is called a liquid emulsion. Example is milk, coconut cream, etc. And the third or the last is a liquid dispersed in a gas is called a gas emulsion, but it is more commonly known as a liquid aerosol. Example is maize, cold, etc.
okay. Next is salt. Solid particle dispersed in a solid are called a solid salt. Example like bronze, brass, trim, and H. Solid particles dispersed in a liquid are called a liquid salt. Example like pen, N, and H. And the next is gel. Gel and solid emulsion describe the same type of colloid system, which is a liquid dispersed in a solid medium. A gel is a semi-solid colloid in which the liquid is covered within a three-dimensional solid structure, while a solid emulsion has a dispersed phase that is liquid and a dispersing medium that is solid. Example like gelatin, cheese, jam, and egg. And so the material is done, and we're going to answer the question. The first question is production of colloid. So this dispersion method, breaking down large particle into colloidal size. Example like grading or milling, electric arc like metal to salt, precipitation like precipitate plus precipitation to colloid. Condensation method like condense small particle into colloidal size. Example like hydrolysis, oxidation reduction, precipitation reaction, and steam condensation. And the question 2 is how to make colloid. We have example like FeOH3 akan menghasilkan hydrolysis of FeCl3. Yang kedua yaitu AS2S3 akan menghasilkan reaksi of AS2O3 plus H2S. Dan yang ketiga adalah gold atau emas yang akan menghasilkan electric arc metal.
Number 3. Colloid making by baptization method. Baptization is the process of converting precipitate into colloid with the help of a baptizator. Example, a small amount of FeCl3 is added to a FeOH3 precipitate. So, Fe3 plus ions absorb onto the surface of the particles. The precipitate disperses into a FeOH3 salt. Number 4. The difference between semi-permeable membrane and ordinary filter paper. Semi-permeable membrane. 1. Only allows certain solvent and ions to pass through. 2. Use in osmosis and dialysis process. 3. Made from cellophane or polymer membranes. Regular filter paper. 1. Allows large dissolved substance and small particles to pass through. 2. Used for regular filtration. 3. Made from cellulose fibers. Number 5. The effect of electrolysis on colloid particles. When electrolytes are added to colloids negatively, charged colloid particles attract positive ions, while positively charged particles attract negative ions. The ion neutralize the particle charge. The colloid to come or coagulate. The greater the ion charge is, the faster the coagulation process. For example, As2O3 salt with coagulate more quickly with Al3 plus than with Mk2 plus or Na plus.
For the sixth question, the reason the oil in mayonnaise doesn't separate is because it's an oil in water emulsion held together by natural emulsifiers like lecithin and egg yolk proteins. The substance have two properties. One part is attracted to water and the other part is attracted to oil, thus enveloping the oil droplets and preventing them from recombining. The viscosity of mayonnaise also makes it difficult for the oil droplets to move, preventing phase separation. Furthermore, the low pH of vinegar or an acidic ingredient helps provide repulsive force between the oil droplets, keeping the emulsion stable. The combination of its thick texture, emulsify properties, and the appropriate chemical conditions allows mayonnaise to remain cohesive even after prolonged storage. And then the seventh question about the protective colloids. The example is the ice crystals that often form in ice cream, making it less smooth. The addition of gelatin helps smooth the texture and slows the melting process. So, protective colloids are colloids added to other colloidal systems to stabilize them. And then the last, the A question, is several colloid systems that can be found in everyday life. First, milk is type of liquid emulsion dispersed fast in liquid fat, and the dispersion medium is liquid. And then the second meat is liquid aerosol that disperses fast in water droplets, and dispersion medium is gas. And then the third is gelatin. Gelatin is a gel, the dispersed phase is liquid, and the dispersion medium is solid. And the last is paint, that is solid salt, and the dispersed phase solid pigment, with the dispersion medium is liquid.